it's okay, and the quality. We've had a storm blow through here, and it's super cloudy and overcast, but the breeze is nice, and I thought I would get on here to chat a little bit because I have a new bound book, and I didn't really get to showcase it. My hair's all wet because I spent the morning in my pajamas working on my Etsy store, and so I'm just finally ready for the day. It's like 1 o'clock here. So anyway, so I have a new bound book, just like the vintage botanical magazine prints from last week, and this one's called Childland, and it's vintage line drawings, and so you will want to probably go check that out in my Etsy shop. Oh, and I'll show you. Oh, it's gonna be loud. I got kids, so pardon me while I go get it. Anyway, so here it is. This is what it looks like. There's 15 pages, and unlike the other one, these images are much smaller. There's 9 to a page, but there's, whoa, yeah, if I can handle this, the raindrops are smudging the screen. There you go. Every one is different. There's about 130 of them. I don't want to get this wet because the raindrops are coming and going, so I'm going to set that down and come back out and chat about it. They're a little bit smaller than my botanical ones because the quality of the images, not that the quality was bad, but they were scanned from a very small book, so 9 to a page is about perfect, but they're great for tags. Every single one is different, and they're little boys and girls with their mommies and daddies and friends and playing and pets, and it's amazing for any kind of vintage journal. They're also great for like watercoloring or markers or colored pencils. Anything like that would be amazing on it. Sprays, things like that. The ink may smudge a little since it is inkjet, but I tend to like that and do that on purpose sometimes. So the reason why I'm bringing it up again, even though it was in my video that just went live a little bit ago, is because I forgot to talk about it till I had already said goodbye and then clipped it on at the end. So you might have missed that. I also have the digital version available in my shop. It's all, I think it's 131 images that will be sent to you, and that is much less since I'm not having to print it and bind it. And the cost for both of them is less than the other one as well, because the size of the images, and they're black and white. So I thought I would just mention that, and if you have any questions about it, please chat, comment, send me a message, whatever. I'll work with you. And I also wanted to talk about something new that I'm doing or not doing in my shop, and that is I deleted my custom listing that has been up in my shop for a very long time, and I wanted to talk about that for a little bit. There's a few reasons why I did that. Mostly because when somebody orders a custom journal, they often have in their head an idea of what it should look like. They have not seen a YouTube flip through page by page what's included. They have in their head what they want it to be, and it's easy for there to be miscommunication and somebody to be unhappy with their journal. A YouTube flip through does go up of it, but usually the journal's already on the way to them, and while the majority of my customers have been overwhelmingly happy with all the customs that I have made for them, I've had a couple who what's in their head was not what was in my head, and there's no blame on either side. If there's any blame, I'll take the blame. Sometimes, you know, I'm human and I'm going to make mistakes, and sometimes I can't remember all of the conversations we had on something, and I make some notes. Hey son, let's put this down. I make some notes about the journal, and the notes don't necessarily go over the entire conversation, and I'm human, and sometimes I'll leave stuff out, and sometimes people are disappointed. So the way that I think I'm going to handle it now is if you want, I know my journals can sell out pretty quickly, and it might be hard to get your hands on one if you want one or a specific size. I think I'm going to do like a blind pre-order. In other words, you can order my next Traveler's Notebook size, or my next full size, or my next mini, or whatever, but the theme is totally up to me. You can suggest a color, or, you know, like you like nature and blue, but it's only going to be a suggestion. I really suggest that not just in my shop, but in anybody's shop, if you are going to order a custom from somebody, that you watch their videos, their channels, their journals, and you understand how they do their journals, and then if you're not okay with just a surprise blind journal, then at least in my shop, don't order a custom, because I'm not going to do specifics anymore. Like, I want exactly this and exactly that, because I'm human, and when you're dealing with a 120-page book or whatever, something's going to be forgotten, something's going to be left out. I wish I was more perfect like some of you, but I'm not. So that's just an idea. I deleted my custom off of my Etsy. I still be making journals and posting journal supplies like normal, and that will give me more time to work on my creativity as well. And then if you really want one of mine and you can't really get a hold of it, then you can send me a message on Etsy, and that would work as well. So have a great day.